What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Apparently most of my team have decided to leave. They don't want to play anymore. I made a huge signing guys last night after I finished making the video. I went and picked up Sergio Aguero for 331,000 coins. It's my opinion that he will get Player of the Month. As you can see, he's already up to 350,000 coins, give or take. So there's profit to be made there anyway. The Player of the Months that have been big, for example, the Lukaku and the Ibrahimovic last year required a Lukaku and an Ibrahimovic. We already had this year that the Harry Kane Player of the Month card required a Spurs player, so Dele Alli or Harry Kane, like the Englishman. So if it is Aguero that wins Player of the Month, two things. Number one, I either make an absolute killing of profit on this Sergio Aguero, and number two, I actually do the Sergio Aguero because now that I've got this De Bruyne, they'll always get a strong link to each other and give each other hard chemistry anyway. So, a 94 or 93 Player of the Month Aguero might be the first Player of the Month card that I, delve into because I think it'll be a good addition to the team. So for this weekend league, I'm actually going to use the man. 4-star, 4-star, great dribbling, great shooting, great pace. Only issue is really a little bit of low stamina on 74, but we've got ourselves Muriel on the bench. We've got Alessandrini and Probbins on the bench. This is how the team starts in game. Thank you to everyone that did suggest some teams and such, and Arian as well. I appreciate the help from you. Son will get 8 chemistry after 10 games. Neymar will get 7 chemistry after 10 games. And then the rest of the team is on 10 chemistry. And if I had Gabriel Jesus, it would be the same. I just put him up top instead and everything would be exactly identical. So this is the team we're going to use. This is basically the formation we're going to use actually. We're going to use the 4-2-3-1 just narrow. All that's going to happen is that Neymar and Son are just going to move in towards cam spots instead of where they are now in the game. We're actually going to get into a game. And the first thing that comes up is Hassan Majid says this patch is the best thing that happened to FIFA 18. To be honest, I need to go and change my kits. I've got 2 of the same colour kits, I think. He says FIFA 18 is the best thing. This patch is the best thing that's happened to FIFA 18. To be honest, and your opinion is contested heavily. Many people love this patch. Many people hate this patch. I'm undecided yet. My biggest problem with this patch so far has been the passing and the ball control. I'm struggling quite a lot to just manage the ball really. So we're going to use my gold and my elite monthly kits. For me, this is going to be a really interesting patch because although I know that I conceded a lot of goals from kickoff, I'm not naive. I also know that I scored a lot of goals from kickoff. So first and foremost, gameplay aside, I don't know how much this patch is going to change, whether I'm, like, how many goals I'm going to no longer score or concede based on kickoffs, right? I don't know anymore. So I might end up winning 1 or 2 more games based on that. I might end up losing 1 or 2 more games based on that, or 3 or 4 more games. How important was kickoff goals to me scoring and winning? This weekend league is going to be a real heavy indication of that. Number 2 is that now that there's no cherry picking available, how will that impact me too? Now, it might impact me a little bit because I did some cherry picking, not to a huge extent. Like sometimes I'd play home games only, sometimes I'd ignore kits. Mostly it was ignoring kits. Most of the time my cherry picking would have been seeing like a Schalke kit or something and thinking, well, no, I don't want to play a Schalke Pro today, so I'm just going to back out of this game and try and find a different kit. So I did do that. So there might be some repercussions from that. And we'll have to wait and see. But on the other hand, there were so many times where I had people back out against me for whatever reason that it might be a case that they were potentially games that I would have won, that instead I ended up matching up against someone good, and so it cost me a win. So it's very, very interesting for me how first and foremost the patch changes are going to impact my results this weekend. Like I say, like for that's a terrible pass. For all things considered, that's a really good ball that is. For all things considered, what's going to happen to me? How is this going to change my gameplay and such? Second thing to know is that because the gameplay has changed and EA haven't announced it, how is this going to impact my gameplay? And what, if I'm losing games, is it because I'm no longer able to dodge kits? or is it because I'm no longer able to? Oh, that's a great ball. I actually tried to do a fake shot there for Neymar. You know why? You know, but basically, I'm going to have to try and figure out why I'm losing these games that I'm going to be losing, and why I'm potentially winning the games that I'm going to be winning. Ah, I knew I gave him that space. That should be a goal. Yep. So it's gonna be intriguing for me. And first things first is that I'm normally a 29 to 32 kind of average win guy. Every now and then I'll pop up to 34 wins, and I say every now and then it's happened twice. But that's the case, that's the truth. And it'll be interesting this weekend to see where I end up. You know, am I going to end up gold 1? Have I actually just... No, I haven't. Am I going to end up gold 1, gold 2, gold 3? You know, is this going to make a huge impact on my gameplay to the point where it changes things by... by 4 or 5 wins, positive or negative, or is this going to be a minor change on my gameplay where it changes it by 1 or 2 wins, positive or negative? So there's lots to be considered for this patch for me. And then, like I say, in terms of gameplay itself, I'm struggling right now with this game. I wanted to play some games last night in Division 1 to try and figure it out a little bit better, but I was unable to do so. I ended up getting a little bit too busy and doing some other bits here and there for foul ref, come on now. Ended up doing some other bits here or there, so I didn't really get to grips with the game properly. I'm hoping that this new attack that we've got, because we've got a full new attack here, we've got Neymar, Aguero and Heung-min Son all together in this attack now, so I'm hoping that they're going to be able to do... Look, see, that's the control that I'm talking about. He managed to get it back and I couldn't score the goal, but that's the control there. That's Neymar. He should be controlling that a lot better. Yeah, I'm hoping this team is going to help me... there's that control again. I need to figure it out. There's no point just bitching and moaning about the fact that they've changed something in the way the players control the ball, because that's not going to make me a better player. I need to figure out what's changed, how to rectify what's changed, and go from there. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to go attacking, because this guy's just playing a little bit possession-based here, just happy to hold the ball. It's a big save from Asenjo. Look how aggressive he is on me there as well. He's super, super aggressive. Let's try and get down the field with Neymar here. I don't want to do the obvious passes, because this guy's... He's mad aggressive in one scenario, but then look how deep his team is. It's an interesting setup he's got going on here. Hopefully we can just pass the ball around a little bit and get ourselves a nice chance. We can, and it's luck, and it's the... Hello? Hello? I mean, you're just standing still, De Bruyne. I pressed the shoot button. I don't know what more I can do there. I don't know what more I can do. He just didn't shoot. I'm standing there and he's just walking across the ball. Come on now, yeah. You got to be giving me a little bit better options than that. That's crazy. That's a nice play, that is. You can back off Aguero, and Aguero's going to fire that one home. So we get the goal. I feel like we deserve that goal. I should have scored there with De Bruyne. I pressed the shoot button and he just didn't register at all. But we get ourselves back into this game at 1-1. A phenomenal finish from Aguero on his debut as well. Outside of the right boot, just slams that one home. So a fantastic finish. So yeah, a lot of people are liking this patch. A lot of people are not liking this patch. I saw one thread on Reddit about a pro player complaining about matchmaking now, and how he matched up against, so early on a Friday, how he matched up against 2 top 100 players. And I think that's a good thing in a sense, that they're going to be unable to dodge each other, right? That's kind of what a lot of people were looking for. They wanted the pros to dodge each other. But I also am not silly to understand that in terms of the way the reward structure is set up, this is not good for how FUT Champs is structured. It's not the right way about it, because if matchmaking now works and these guys all match up against roughly the similar sort of level people, they're going to lose more games. And that's okay, but if, because of how matchmaking works... Oh, he's through there. He might be offside. He was. Because of how matchmaking works, they're going to start getting the rewards of, like, elite tier players, and elite tier players are also going to get the rewards of elite tier players because of the way matchmaking works. Why have I rushed that pass? There's no need at all. So again, it's an interesting one, because the reward structure needs to change if matchmaking is going to be more efficient. It just does. That's just an absolute fact. Right, don't concede here. That's good defending from, of all people, Neymar. That was a dangerous pass out there as well into the midfield. Now this guy's gone really aggressive against me again. He's closing the space down really well. We've got Aguero through here. That's a great ball into Luka Modric. What can we do here? Lovely little fake shot stop. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh my God, what a save. That was some fantastic play, however. This might be a goal. Nope. I've rushed. Again, I've rushed. I'm so nervous to try and get these wins. And to try and play this, you know, to try and understand this patch a bit better, that I'm just rushing play so much. And it's not like me. And like, funnily enough, the new patch is benefiting a lot, according to a lot of people. It benefits slow players. So I need to slow my game down and stop like trying to force the goals and rush for things. That's a great ball. That's so frustrating. I should have been 2-1 up there. I should have been 2-1 up anyway, because that goalkeeper Edison made like the most ridiculous save. But I also should have had another really good chance there after, as I say, you know, like just rushing some play that was just unnecessary. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm rushing all of a sudden. Right, like there again, prime example. I'm like banging that ball into Aguero, and it's just unnecessary. And I'm using second man press way too much again, because again I'm so desperate to get the ball back. When there's just no need, just take your time, you know, take patience and figure out how to play this game. It's very likely I might lose this game, and would probably be deservedly so. I don't know how the match stats are at this stage, so it's been pretty even. My opponents had way better passing than me. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to switch to the 4-1-2-1-2 this second half, see if we can get a little bit more going on the attack, because I'm not really doing much by way of attacking right now. So we're going to throw De Bruyne into midfield, Fernandinho and Modric. Throw Son in at camp. Neymar will stay on for about another 10 or 15 minutes, but his stamina levels as well are quite low, which is a little bit disappointing. But we'll see. We'll hope that this can make a little bit of an impact just by changing formation. And yeah, I had a lot of people say to me, "Oh, now that you use the 4-2-3-1, you know, this patch is for you. This patch suits your style of play." It just doesn't. Well, maybe it did. Maybe it suited my previous style of play. But I'm going to need some time. Oh, that auto lunge of dreams. I'm going to need some time to just get used to it, essentially. So here we are in game one. Now, of course, you guys know, normally game ones, the easiest games, like the first 5 games are usually the easiest games. So if this is already proving to be a tough game, I can only imagine how much more difficult this entire weekend league is going to be for me. Is that a foul? Oh, wow. That's surprising. Yeah, I can only imagine how much more difficult this entire weekend league is going to be for me. So we'll see. We'll see what we do. I'll try my best, obviously. Aguero coming up trumps again there. Big tackle from Aguero. We had another question, another comment as well. Lucas says, hey Nep, as an Arsenal fan, do you think that Aubameyang is a good Sanchez replacement? I do think he's a good Sanchez replacement, but it just doesn't solve Arsenal's problems. You know, there is a kind of argument between what Arsenal's problems are. For example, when we played Swansea, was it Swansea? We lost 3-1 to Swansea. You know, we didn't really create many chances. And a lot of people were under the impression that, you know, new attackers will be good because... Go on, Son. New attackers will be good because you'll be able to create more and score more. And, you know, we was in a position at 1-0 up against Swansea. Although I feel like Swansea played a really good game, we was in a position at 1-0 up where we should never have gone on to lose that game. So a lot of people's impression is that, you know, a better attack for Arsenal means they'll score more goals, so the few goals that they might concede on occasion won't be as devastating. And I can understand and see that side of things. For me personally, we needed a new defence, not a new attack. You know, we not even a new defence. We need a holding midfield player. We need a new DM, you know, a new central defence midfielder. We need oh God, I'm using second man press again, all over the place here. We needed a new centre-back, potentially a new full-back. You know, Wenger switched back to the four at the back, which I'm absolutely delighted about, because I don't think 3 at the back, although it helped us in certain games, like against Chelsea a couple of times, especially in the FA Cup final, it helped us. There was a few times where the 3 at the back, or 5 at the back, as you want to see it, was really important for Arsenal. But generally speaking, it wasn't us. It wasn't how Arsenal should have played football, and were playing football. So there's that to take into consideration. That is beautiful play. That's that control thing again. That Kevin De Bruyne there, Team of the Year De Bruyne, just unable to control such a simple ball into him. So I thought defenders would have been more appropriate. But saying that, it's still great to see Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in an Arsenal shirt. Or it will be great to see him, especially when he gets in the Arsenal shirt and actually plays some games. He's got that run down the left. He's got that run down the right as well. Come on, don't foul him, don't foul him. There we go. Right, 67 minutes on the clock. Definitely going to make some changes next break of play. I feel like I've got the win here. I feel like I can easily pick up the 3 points, or the 1 win as it is. Definitely feel like as well I should have done a little bit better there with when I had the ball there with De Bruyne. Here we go down the line with Aguero. Beautiful little cut inside. Lovely from KDB. It's got some space there. That ball roll was unnecessary. I had Son there. If I'd have just walked it up, I could have walked it all the way up to Son and then just passed it into him. And now I'm getting countered and he's offsides. Thank God for that. I knew he was offside, but I didn't see the lino put his flag up early. So 2-2 guys with 20 minutes left. Impressed with Aguero to date. Not so impressed with Neymar in this first game. Definitely feel considerably more comfortable in the 4-1-2-1-2 than I did in the 4-2-3-1. So I might be switching my formation back to 4-1-2-1-2, putting Kevin De Bruyne in midfield with Luka Modric, Fernandinho at CDM, Heung-min Son at cam, maybe even Neymar at cam for the 5-star, and then you know, Aguero and 1 up front. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. This guy's controlling him, so we can pop that out. Keep that in, Marcelo. My God. Yeah, so we have to wait and see. But yeah, this patch is an adjustment for me. I'm definitely not as good at FIFA as I was today compared to 3 days ago before the patch. That's for damn sure. Oh, I've got lucky with that. Muriel! Oh, he's put it wide on his debut. His first game for the club, the red version of Muriel that we packed in monthlies. He actually makes an appearance and he had the opportunity to make a difference. Oh, God. Oh, man, look at that. I actually put 2 tackles in there with Thiago Silva and the guy still gets the ball back. That's keeper's ball, easy. That was heartbreaking. I thought that was going to go in the back of the net there. I really did. Here we go, though. Son, Muriel, he's away. He's clean through. He's got the pace. He's got the pace. It's Muriel on his debut. He shoots, he scores, and that comes from the insane pace that he offers. And we've turned this game around, and we are now 3-2 to the good. And wow, that pace! I nearly missed that as well. I put full power on it just because I'm an idiot, essentially. But he slams that one home. The first goal for the club. Now we're going to go back on to ultra defensive and just try and soak up a bit of pressure and maybe hit this guy on the counter. Lovely play. Lovely play. But guys, this is game 1, you know. And that's not to say that you can't ever have a good opponent in game 1. But usually the first sort of 6 to 8 games are quite unchallenging, right? I've not really got to grips with how this guy is playing. I've not played very well against this guy, but I do find myself 3-2 to the good with just a few minutes left. So I'm very happy about that. Let's get past him here. He's biting on the small ball rolls and stuff. Oh, that's good. Come on, get that. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. I had time there again. He wasn't controlling the centre-back. He was controlling the runner. Oh, I did read that. I just couldn't quite get it. Look at that control again. Look at who is that. I don't know who that was for him. But he's just not controlled the simplest of passes. Got a good ball on the inside there. Oh, this is a beautiful play. This is a really beautiful play. That's good defending in the end. We're going to pick up the loose ball though. 2 minutes to go. I don't want to do anything stupid here to give up possession. It would be typical me if I did end up conceding a 90th minute goal. That is nice though. Aguero. Sergio Aguero, fantastic. Aguero, for me, has been a superstar. Somebody asked me a couple of episodes ago, why do people use Jesus instead of Aguero? They know he's cheaper, but Aguero's got better stats. And I was literally like, oh, you know, for what you get out of Jesus, the price isn't justified for Aguero. But today, he's been paramount in me winning this game. He has been so important in me getting the 4 goals that I've got here that at 350,000 or so coins, maybe it is justifiable. You know, maybe. I don't know for sure. I couldn't say for 100%. But it definitely feels like we've had a lot of good fortune here because of Aguero. And I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. We end up getting a 4-2 win there, guys. You know, that was a tough game, man. That was a game that could have gone horribly, horribly wrong. Aguero with a hat-trick, Muriel with a goal. Aguero with an assist to the one goal that he didn't score. His first goal was fantastic. This guy was decent, or I was terrible. One of the two. I don't know. I don't know with this patch. I literally don't know. He scored his first goal with Lacazette. Beautiful little through ball down the right hand side. I was using second man press. I was rushing the play. Good finish. Good goal. Pulled it back. This save was. Wait, was this a save? No, this was just shot at him. That was fine. That was an easy save. Sergio Aguero then scores the goal. He just backs off and gives me a bit of space there on the edge of the box, and that is a laser finish. That is a sensational strike. Like, no keeper saving that. That's fantastic. Then Ederson made another great save, and it's not showed it, but then this guy scored with Martial off the counter. See second man press there. Watch Thiago Silva, guys, my left centre back. Watch the way he just stops running here and goes towards the ball. That's because I used second man press right there. If I just didn't use second man press, look at the rest of the defensive line. They're all running backwards towards the goal. If I don't press right bumper there, or R1, Thiago Silva continues running back with the defensive line, and I have a better opportunity to stop this from going in. As it happens, he passes it one time into Martial, and boom, scores. 52nd minute, I managed to get the goal back with Aguero. Luka Modric into Marcelo. Ball falls to Aguero there on the volley. Pops that one in the back of the net, gets it back to 3-2. He then didn't score because he was offside with Martial. I then missed with Muriel, his first touch of the ball. This was a good shot still. Maybe it should have gone in, maybe it shouldn't, but drills that one just wide of the target. A little bit of a spin to take it outside of the post. But then just a few minutes later, we do get through with Muriel. He just gets there in front of the keeper. Lucky touch there to actually take the ball past the keeper and slams that one home. And then 90th minute, another fantastic goal from Aguero on his left foot. Turns inside, low driven under the goalkeeper on his left peg. We get 4-2 win. We win our first game of this weekend league, which is obviously super good. I don't know where I'm going this weekend league, guys. I'm honestly looking at 25 wins as my target. I know that might be a little bit less than what people are expecting of me, but I'm not super comfortable with this gameplay right now. Hopefully as the weekend pushes on and I play more and more, I get a little bit more accustomed to it, a little bit more used to it, and end up getting a few more wins than that. But I'm preparing myself for a rough weekend, that's for sure. Hopefully it doesn't go as bad as I think, but I think 25 wins is going to be a target for us this weekend. This, so guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.